Frank Lee made the beat.
What it do, KTTV? This is KT, and I'm coming at you live with another episode of the Underground Kyngz podcast. And on today's episode, we have the man himself, artist, entrepreneur, Mr. J Candy. What it do, Jay?
It's J Candy. Hold up.
Hey, in the building. How you doing, brother?
Man, bless, man, bless.
Look, I want to say thank you, man, for taking some time out. I don't know, you in the city, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So, man, I know you moving in, got things to do. So, thank you for taking a few minutes out the schedule, brother, to talk to us.
It's all love.
Man, it's so much work you got going, man. So, really just looking forward to talking about everything that's been happening. And man, just what all you got going now. But before we get into it, I like to do a wellness check, man. How have you been doing during this pandemic, brother?
Man, I can honestly say that I've been blessed. Me and my family have been blessed to not have contracted the coronavirus, the COVID-19. Blessings and peace to anybody who have lost somebody is struggling with the coronavirus. I would never discredit the virus, though me personally, I have my other conspiracy theories that proves to be facts based off my, the information that me and my wife, we actually research. But that's a whole nother subject.
Hey. But look, though, it's enough, man. You got a lot of people out here feel that way, man.
Facts, man. I just can't take a vaccine of something that I ain't never caught before. Maybe I would feel different if I would have caught it. But I said, thank God, man. We ain't never felt the remnants. You know what I'm saying?
I can dig it, bro. I can dig it. So this is what I want to know, man. Before we jump into things, give us a little bit of background on you and how you even get into this music, man. Because like I say, bro, you all out in the spots, man. You swing it up and on the video. Talk to us, man. How you even got into this thing?
Man, look here, man. I've been singing since I was I've been playing the drums since I was 7. I've been singing around the same time. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the church, as most people's story. I grew up in the church singing, and it's just, I have my own perspective even since a youngster, and this is just the way I do. I'm from Houston, Lakewood, Texas, on the north side to be exact. You know what I'm talking about? And shoes, man, it's just a passion that's been a passion of mine since 7 years old with the drums. I used to, my dad was the head deacon, so, of the church. He used to open and close the church. So I used to go up in there with nobody in there and just, play around, and the passion ignited. And I became one of the coldest to do it on the drums, the keyboard, and on the vocals.
Yeah. See, that's one thing about it, man, is to just sing. But a lot of people don't understand, man. I gotta practice this singing some kind of way. So I gotta learn how to play the piano just to get it out.
I mean, the singing part comes from, when we was coming up, man. I believe we had a part of my generation. We had some of the best vocal training songs because, dog, you had to get up there with Cisco. Know what I'm talking about? When Maxwell hit them, when that nigga hit that down, if you ain't hitting that, nah, you ain't got it. And so like, you keep going until you able to perfect it his way, and then you do it your way. So like I've taken vocal training for the first time in my life for the last 3 months. And like the fundamentals have been liberating and very educational, but on the other side, I pat myself on the back from all those songs. I'm talking about H-Town Silk, you know what I'm saying? Cisco with Blue Hill. So, then on the gospel side, you got all these gospel quartets, Keith Wonderboy Johnson, Lee Williams, Cancer Spirituals. And so you know, my daddy used to take me to these concerts. I used to go to these concerts with him and catch the vibe of all these. Like it's like watching the Temptations live in person. You know, because everybody matching, and they in a band, they playing instruments, they singing. You got the fans in the audience that's reacting to this. So I was looking at all that, and it ignited my passion after meeting a few people afterwards, like Lady Rock. You know what I'm saying? And man, it's just been an uphill experience from here, man. I've never went down. It's always an uphill, man. I love it.
Hey man, what they say, stay consistent to the grind though. Everything gonna keep moving.
Yes,
that's
sir.
What's up, man. So in thinking about that, end of 2019, so you made the move to Virginia Beach.
Yes, sir.
Man, when you think of that put me in that old school. You think about the Misses, the Timberlands, man, them Magoos, all of them up there from Virginia way. And so
man,
then,
man.
What made you say I'm gonna do it?
Man, that's crazy because you know when we was making the transition to move, it was gonna be either Virginia or ATL. And see, at the time, I didn't know nothing about Virginia. We didn't know nothing about Virginia at all. Like we didn't know all that was in Virginia. I didn't even know that I had my oldest uncle or my oldest living uncle in Virginia. Yeah, and the history that came from my family in Virginia. I was just drawn to that area randomly on a real estate mission because we in real estate as well. So we thought it would be good for real estate, which we didn't even tap into because of the restaurant. But I'm sure that's later on down the question line. You know what I'm talking about? But the inspiration, it was just like a leap of faith, man. So about a month before we moved, we actually did a tour in ATL for a week. And while we was out there, I was like, okay, we're gonna peek the scene and see if this would be good. You know, we got small kids and whatnot, and we do the music. So we out there and we see so much, and it began to be too much. And I'm like, you know what, dog? I don't know about ATL right now. You know what I'm talking about? So we said Virginia Beach. We set our sights and started doing research and started finding out all this stuff, and was like, whoa, okay, God, I see you leading me. Where you taking me? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we actually got on the road, no plan like that, you know, which I never do. I never do because I'm a businessman. I plan my stuff out, but we didn't plan anything, not even residential, because I didn't trust anybody to do any monetary transactions over the web. So, you know, we went down there. We was basically homeless for 3 weeks, and we found out we had another good friend, Mr. Celebrity Status in Virginia Beach. He from out here. He reached out to us, barely even knew us, and we was, man, it was a blessing, man. Everything just fell in place, and we realized we went out there, and some kind of way, when you leave from home, the first thing you do is get a taste of home in the back of your throat.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? And so we started wanting some booty, and I'm like, man, look, we talking about tech. We out there, we sitting down with him eating a big steak, big potato, and we reminiscing about H-Town, and I say, man, you know what? I want some booty. Let me go get me some booty out here. And we went to the store. We went to every store out there. No boudin, bro.
Come on, man.
No boudin. They don't even have sausage.
No, man. They up north. Instead of north, man. Go get some clam chowder or something, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? They on jerk tough. But they have an amazing culture. But they it's a lot of things that we have in Houston that they just ain't never heard of, man. It makes me feel like I'm in Back to the Future or Hot Tub Time Machine or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like we like at least 5 years ahead.
Okay. Man. Oh, down here. Well, you know that's it. So
No, I was gonna say, so we went to the store, got the ingredients, and we made it from scratch.
That's what y'all gotta do. See, now might as well just post up the block.
You already know. That's what we do. We serve our community, and we don't even hit them upside the head. We just do it 3 for 10 like blunts in the 90s.
Yeah,
And
come on, man.
I done had so many people to approach me and be like, say, man, you could be you killing yourself on that, dog. You could be doing it for at least 3 for 20, 3 for 25. And it was something one person told me, he was like, dog, look at this one boudin ball. I sell this one boudin ball for $15. And see, my thing is, when I find out that they lacking in the area that we are plentiful in, my first thing is let me feel that need, but without breaking your pockets or hitting you over the head, but just introducing you to that. And you gotta pay for it. So just gonna chump me a yard real quick and we Gucci.
In the block,
you know?
Man. So look, man, when you're thinking about the music and thinking about where they are behind versus us in the city, but you got to record, you still got to get it going. So how did you find that creative zone or that vibe to even get the music out down there, man?
Well, man, one thing I left the city with is a mentality that, man, I'm from H-Town. I'm a Texas boy. If I could do it, if I could make it here and do it here, I could do it anywhere because, man, surprisingly, you might think that we just live. I don't know. Are you from Houston?
No, I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana.
Okay, Shreveport. Well, you might think in Shreveport, it's just everyday shit. Sometimes niggas get to tripping, shit go on. So, but for the most part, it's home. You know what I'm saying? You go move around like you please, right? Man, these people be scared to come to Houston, and I'm like, man, what the hell y'all scared for? That's just home. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, dude, I heard it go down in Houston. I heard it go down in H-Town. I'm like, and it don't go down out here.
Come on, man.
Mean, it go down everywhere. But being there and looking back here, man, is way more. Man, they get Texas news. There be so much going on in H-Town, man. They get H-Town news. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, I took that mentality and I went there. And like another side to what we have is a hospitable side. So we are extra homey deeper in the South. Even from Shreveport, we walk up to you ain't gonna pass somebody without, nodding your head, what's up, or something. Oh man, they Times Square all day long. They'll pass each other. Man. So when I walk up, because a lot of people in Virginia migrate from New York. So, then they go to Atlanta musically too, because Teddy Riley came from New York and he blew up in Virginia Beach. He found Pharrell and them and the Neptune in Virginia Beach. So man, I'm telling you the history. I didn't know none of that until we moved there. So I'm moving around and I'm just networking like I was doing here. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm the Madam Shiley. You know what I'm saying? She started networking. She was like, you know what, Jay? I just saw on here that Timberland studio is like 9 minutes from here. I'm like, shit, man, we pulled up. And the first thing, dog, if I'm lying, I'm dying. We walk up in there, of course, man, I got the grill on, I got the chain on, I got, and then most importantly, the personality is swaggerlicious.
You know what I'm talking about? Inside.
You know what I'm talking about? I'm like, yo, hold up, what's good with you, man? And they instantly took so much of a liking to us that they was almost ready to throw me the keys to the building.
Come on, man.
To work out of.
Yeah.
Come on, talking about
the game, man. That's it right there. That's it right there, bro.
Your network is your net worth. You know what I'm talking about? You got to get out there and talk to people. They ain't gonna bite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? So most people don't do that, and I'm big on that. Sometimes when I don't feel confident, I might go off into a shell and be like, you know what, man, nigga, I ain't finna. You know what I'm saying? If ain't nobody coming to me, I ain't gonna come. But for the most part, dog, I move around the room because you never know who's in the room. And at some point, Migos, Megan Thee Stallion, they was up in one of these mixers in the room where you ain't know that them they were gonna be who they are. You know what I'm talking about? And so I learned how to touch everybody in the room with my personality. And so now everywhere I go, people just flock around and be wanting to be a part of the vibe and loving the vibe, man. And in Virginia, I had ran into this organization, Prime Records, and man, with Biggs and them, shout out to Biggs and Hayes and them, man, they showed so much love, man. The dude, he was like, man, I love Pimp C. You remind me of Pimp C, man. We locked in for life like brothers. And man, it's been like that. And see, coming from Houston, coming from deeper in the South, we don't feel that type of love. So it was like hard. I'm looking like, man, what the fuck you talking about, nigga? We brother, we locked in for life. We don't talk like that in Texas.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm talking about? Man, niggas be out to get you. Niggas be trying to size you up or trying to put you in just so they can come over and attack. Man, it be all kind of stuff going on. But you know, that organization alone, it's a group, man. It's a bunch of dudes. They all producers and stuff. And I went there to create a sound. And man, the sound is amazing.
Hold up, man. Bro. Hold up, man. Look, well, let me take a break real quick, man. We're gonna get into one of our words from our sponsors, man, and then what we'll do, come back and man, we're gonna talk about a little bit about them producers and all that stuff, man. I want to know how you picking these guys up here, man. Hold on real quick. Man, big shout out to the world famous Mr. Freckles, man. You know something about that Freckles down here in H-Town?
I don't know, man. I've been gone for a minute, so it's a lot of new stuff that then went on that I gotta be put on. I'm a visitor.
Look, man, we're gonna have to next time you come through, when you come through the studio, man, I'm gonna have a baller for you, man. This guy, I want to say about 100 locations in the city. Flavor Pickles, man, out the job, man. That's it, Flavor Pickles, man, from Margarita to Patron to everything. But he trapping them, though. He trapping them, man. Shout out to him, man.
Shout out, man. Double salute.
But man, so thinking about that production and the features as you've been working with these artists, man, whether it's H-Town, whether it's in Virginia, how do you really decide like what producers you want to work with, and then how do you decide who you want to put on your music? Is it a vibe, or are you just looking at the catalog?
Well, it's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? I don't just pick anybody because it's a certain level of quality that I roll with and that I vibe with, and my creative juices and my spidey senses don't even tweak unless the quality is there. So I give everybody a chance. You know what I'm saying? But I also and I'm very pretty broad on the creativity. I can get on anything and smash it, crash it. But if the vibe ain't there, you know, it's just not there. I don't force it. But I don't leave it out all naked, you know. I leave it with direction, you know. But up in Virginia, working with these guys, man, like I say, man, I'm just a follower when it comes to God. You know what I'm talking about? I'm a follower when it comes to the things of God. You know, I recognize things enough to know when I'm being led by a higher entity that I don't have control over. You know what I'm saying? Like the move to Virginia. You know what I'm saying? How everything fell in place. It was like a welcome party. And even though we was homeless, you know, we still had money to sustain us in hotels and stuff. It wasn't like homeless on the street with a sign or nothing like that. I went to Virginia with ambition. And I was like, you know what? You know, I got $40 in my pocket and it ain't going to no stripper. You know what I'm talking about?
Come on, man. Not that hot party, man. I'm this one, man.
Come on, bro. I had $40 in my pocket, dog, and it went to the Boudin bar, starting the business, dog. And I turned that 40 into 250, and turned that 250 into a G, and turned that G into a 60. Man, look,
I'll take it from there. Look, man, look.
I wasn't that good in,
No, I'm listening to you. What you say?
I wasn't that good in mathematics in school, but you can't miss me off $1 in my pocket.
Come on, bro.
No,
That's it, bro. Look, man. Look, we're gonna get into it because I'm ready to get into that whole restaurant. Let me pull up. I want to pull up some of this any minute mine mo here, man. And I want to be able to kind of drop a little bit of this on the audience, man. So, man, set this up for us, man. To give us a little bit about what was going on in this video shoot, man.
so Any Minute Money Mo came like right before we left. I think it was like a few months before we left. We dropped this. We shot this video. Uh, it's me featuring my brother D Money. You
Mm-hmm.
know, salute D Money. We've been, man, I'm talking about, we've been singing and rapping together since teenagers. And man, we've done gospel rap, we've
Yeah.
done all that, you know what I'm saying? And Any Minute Money Mo was the what most frequent song that we did. I mean,
Yeah.
the most recent song that we did. And he actually in the video, I got my other cousins because we grew up. Well, you know, we all grew up with cousins, watching them with the slabs and
Yep.
all that. My cousins that I grew up with, them niggas got them slabs, and they pulled up for my B-Day in 2019, and they had them slabs in it. So
Come
you
on,
know,
man.
that's
Yeah.
it, man. Hey, it's all love. Kiati up in there. He say he
Yeah.
was gonna direct the video. He directed the video. Zoe Early shot the video. Man, D Swift was on the mic. Man, it was we was turned up in there.
Well, look,
Shout out to my boy Rilla, because he let us use Vent Lounge that night. Say, man, it went down.
man, let's check some of it. Hold on. Let me play some of this for the people out here, man. It's the
Oh,
any minute mighty mo, man. Hold up. Let me see here.
hold up.
Come on, fam. Come on, fam. Come on, look, bro. So,
Yeah.
man, tell us something about that video, man. That was going on in the background. You know how they be having the things popping, and so we wouldn't have known because it looked all good right there on the video screen. Was it some crazy
Man,
stuff going?
like I say, man, we had a birthday party, man. My peoples, they pulled up. You know what I'm saying? We was up in the VIP section, man. My boy Rilla event live. They showed love, man. And we shit, man, we so early came up in there and it was already lit. They played the song in the club,
Yeah,
and Kiati was on the mic and he stopped everything with like, say, man, I told you I was gonna direct this, but that's what it said at the beginning of the video. He was like, I
yeah,
told you I was gonna direct it because he told me that, but I thought he was playing. But so he wound up directing it, man. It came out real good, man. We was just vibing, man. We had the slabs outside and we was inside in the VIP with them big
yeah,
bottles, you know what
yeah,
I'm saying? And the cranberry juice and the orange juice for the ladies. You know what I'm
man.
talking about?
And so with that going, man, and just getting into the other business too. The reason I started this podcast was thinking about rappers. Even J. Cole just dropped a song, man. He said, I know some boys that just want to rap, but they don't know nothing about the business.
Mm-hmm.
So understanding that this music also has a big business side to it too.
Right.
How did you kind of get some of those lessons to make sure that you keep that paperwork straight when you're moving in and out of deals with producers?
Man, I do splits when I work with people. I keep a paper trail with my paperwork. Every song that I do, I make sure it's copywritten. You know, it's some things, you know, back in the 90s, man, people used to just be the golden voice and, hey, man, sign that nigga, man. He got a voice. But that was before it was big that it's 90% business and 10% talent. You know what I'm saying? That 10% talent wound up being a 90% bust. You know what I'm talking about? Because no Kwame Brown. I don't want no smoke, Kwame.
Yeah. That boy been giving to anybody who asked for it too.
Yeah, man, I've been heavily entertained out there, dude. I love black Kyngz like that, man.
Hey, man, that boy go hard, man.
That done woke King cut up. But yeah, man, working with individuals, man. Like, I don't just work with people. I work with like-minded individuals. I always have a conversation with them while we recording the song or in process of communication about doing the song. I always ask them a series of questions such as, yo, dude, first of all, do you know about copyrights? Second of all, and this could be a paying customer or just somebody that I'm showing love to on a verse or something, on a feature. So I tell them, man, look, you need to copyright your stuff. You need to register with your stuff with ASCAP and stuff, because even if you copyright it, you just cover it with the courts. But registering your stuff, sound scan, BMI, ASCAP, they go pull and get other money for you. You know what I'm talking about? When you educate somebody on the level that of things that they didn't know and nobody else have given them the game on, that makes you feel good deeper than an artist trying to stunt on another artist. You know what I'm talking about? So I be dropping them gems, but when I feel like it's too much, I quickly let them know that I can't give you too much sauce when you only got 4 nuggets.
Hey, there it is. Hey, just like that back down. They ain't gonna give you nothing but one.
Exactly.
Hey, look, man.
It's crazy because people be wanting to know the whole game in about 5 minutes. And it's like, you could tell them, you can give them a short summary in 5 minutes, but are you going to do everything that I said? Let me give you this one nugget real quick. You go do that, and then your passion is going to lead you back to me. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, the people that I work with, they wind up being like-minded. I don't have to seek out for them or anything. They just basically come to me like a magnet because of how I think. I watch documentaries. I don't look at cable. You know, I want to say I watch what I put in my body, but that's when I'm in Virginia. When I'm out here, I gotta eat Burns. I gotta eat Whataburger. I gotta eat Jack in the Box. I need my secret sauce. Say, man, they need to start firing these managers at Jack in the Box holding the secret sauce hot, man. Because I come down here from Virginia Beach, I need my secret sauce with the tacos. You know
Come on, man. Hey, man, so speaking of the secret sauce, that you done alluded to it, man. Talk to us about this restaurant, man, and whatever else you got going on outside of that music down there in Virginia representing for this H, man.
First of all, before I get to the restaurant, I just touch on the real estate. We in the wholesaling, and we tapped into a couple of organizations and markets out there for the wholesale. We was in Houston doing it. We sold a couple of properties, flipped a couple of properties, and then we took that part out there as well. And we just now getting into it. So that's another thing that's on the platter. Now the other thing is, like I was mentioning about the boudin. We got out there, realized that they ain't got it nowhere out here. It's in Food Town. It's in the Walmarts. It's in the Jovies. It's in everywhere, even your corner store, the mom and pop. And so the bodegas, as they say it up in New York. You know what I'm talking about? They ain't got it nowhere out there. In the same stores. Like, of course, they don't have Jovies, but they have Walmarts. You know, they don't have Food Town. They got Food Lion, but they don't have it nowhere. They ain't never heard of it. So we got the ingredients. You know what I'm talking about? We whipped it up. Baby whipped up a batch for dinner. You know what I'm talking about? And I was like, oh, is this BMWs? Yeah. Or is this Orlando's and Acres home? Hold up. You know what I'm talking about? It gave me that home vibe. So I was like, you know what? we opening up shop. I didn't say that. I asked this black queen, is this something that you want to do?
Hey, you know how I go
Because
now.
I'm a firm believer of backing another brilliant mind. You know what I'm saying? Women have such a brilliance to them that we are just that we are seeing now that they've been fighting for so many years, man. Women have this brilliancy that men don't. They can get in places that men can't get into. And so, and they have thoughts when you have a woman beside you, a black queen beside you, then that shit that is something different. Especially when she know how to use this thing in between her ears. You know what I'm talking about? That. So we opened up shop, sold them 3 for $10. We started, because I ain't I wanted to build the confidence, so I started just selling 5 dinners a day. I was like, you know what? We're going to take it out here. We're going to test it. 5 dinners a day. We took the 5 dinners out there, hot and ready, sold out in less than 30 minutes. Man, I was like, hold up.
Well, say we in the side. That close they getting to the side.
You know what I'm talking about? And that 5 a day went from 5 a day to 5 in the morning, 5 in the evening. Then we started doing 7 and 7, 10 and 10, and it's still growing, man, because they don't know. And come to find out, not just Virginia that don't know about Boudin, but it's the whole East Coast.
Yeah.
So I could take this product to New York. I could take it to Atlanta. They don't know nothing about it. I can even take it to Chicago. They don't know nothing about it. And while that's good, the best part about my business is that we pray for generational wealth. And I've always been the type of guy that I ain't finna give you nothing, even if you are my kid, because I know what it lead to. But I will teach you how to fish.
Yeah.
So I teach my kids how to fish. They out there hustling. They out there giving the spiel. They out there taking rejection, no matter. And I'm showing them, I don't care how much of a kid you are, how beautiful you are, how you got the face that nobody can say no to. Somebody is gonna always say no. You're gonna get more no's than yeses. But I want you to distinguish the two and not just be holding your head down because you get a no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? So this is the real generational wealth that I'm pushing. And with that is causing me to be so consistent, because that's one of my biggest things, consistency and discipline. So like I say, I listen to meditation. I try to work on myself daily, my mental and all that. I even go to sleep to water sounds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I take trips to Myrtle Beach. That's one of my favorite spots. But for the most part, that's how we was inspired to open up the business, man. And people love us. We was out there in Virginia doing it, and we take pictures with every customer. So we wind up taking while we was out there, the demand was getting bigger here in Houston. So now every time we come out here to Houston, oh man, they swarming. We busy. We moving around everywhere because they loving the Boudin out here too. I didn't realize it wasn't that big of a thing out here either.
Yeah, man. If you're going to get locked in with some good ones and I ain't got to go nowhere and sit down for 30, 40 minutes, I'm going to get locked in.
Yes, sir.
That's it,
yes,
man. Say, man, it's all about feeling that need, brother. So congratulations, man, on the courage to really just do what you got to do, man, as far as the move. Like that was, I ain't even talked to nobody to do no transactions over the phone, man. I'm just coming out.
I'm just coming out, man. We come out, we meet. Like, when we first moved to Virginia, you know how when you get an outsider and they come and talk to you about their first time being there, and you give them the do's and the don'ts. You know what I'm talking about? So people was telling us, say, man, go over here. You want to live over here because it's where all the light at. But over here it's dark. Don't go there. That's the hood. That's the dope things, the junk, all that cracking. Man, I said, you know what? If I'm a light, why would I go with the light, man? Let me go over here where it's dark at so I could be a light for my peoples.
Come on,
so we pull up in the hood, you know what I'm saying? We go business to business. We have a lot of people that call us and text us pre-orders, but for the most part, we pull up right at their front door and deliver it. You know what I'm talking about?
Come on, man.
Right to their front door, man.
So as we land this plane, brother, I like to always leave with something inspiring for other people. And in listening to your story, I know it's there. So I'm just gonna ask you, man. We got people afraid to take that leap, right? Afraid to just show up and fill that void and be successful. Man, what do you say to really just get them going, man? Getting out our dreams.
I would say if you at the edge, just jump. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just jump. And you know, that is metaphorically speaking, not literally speaking. You know what I'm saying? Jump in a metaphorical sense. You see this shirt I got on, Organic Vibes. When I tell you network equals your net worth, dog, that is true. I got this on. I met this guy. He's from Rhode Island, New York, and he was on the road just like I be on the road. I was making a gas stop. He was at the gas station filling up, and in Fayetteville, North Carolina, actually. And man, we connected. Just so happened. I'm gonna show you how when I say God leads and connects, this is what I mean. Perfect example. I'm on the way to this gas station. We on the road and we listening to Erykah Badu, the live album where she talking about the Kemetic symbol and the Ankh and all that, and breaking down the 3-part of the cycle. Man, while I'm listening to that, I pull up at this gas station to get gas. I hop out. This dude got a Sprinter van with Organic Vibes on it. He hop out with a big ass chain with the Ankh on it, with the same Kemetic symbol, the same stuff that she was just talking about. And man, we wind up linking up, and we got a brotherly connection right now, man, from New York. That's another player. That's why I say, man, like tapping into these different networks. Since I met him on the road, we've linked up in ATL. We linked up in Miami. So, you know, I network a lot, man, and I actually support. As you can see, I got his brand on. You know what I'm saying? I always wear my brother's brand because I could go in the store and get these Chinese people at the beauty supply $5-10 for a tee real quick. But I'd rather support my brother and talk about his brand. You know, because if you give, you'll be given back to. But you first, you know how it goes. They don't say you're gonna be given to so you can give. Nah, it say give and then you're gonna be given to. So I'm a strong believer in planting seeds. You can't think that you're gonna get some money out the bank and you ain't deposited nothing in there. So to anybody, that's the number one thing. Keep God first and be conscious about your giving. Have a spirit of giving. I'm talking about to the homeless people. Don't worry about if this nigga gonna go buy a bill. Don't worry about what he gonna do with the dollar. Once you give it to him, it ain't yours no more. You know what I'm talking about? It's his. Let him or her go do what they do. But the whole strategy is to be a giver. Yeah. So I give, man. I give to my kids, to my family. You know, it might not be what they want, but it comes from my heart. That's what you know what I'm saying. And so when it comes from your heart, when you give, man, that's the best inspiration that I could give, dog. Is just say you give, because in my giving is where I got everything that I have, man. Keeping God first. So I mean, like I say, it's a lot that go in between, but the biggest part is, you know, the connection. The right play. Yeah.
That's it, man. Man, well, how do we connect with you, man? Drop this information on the bro so we can find you, man.
Man, you can follow me on all social platforms at JAY Candy Music. That's J Candy Music on all platforms. And you can actually go to my website, www.jcandy.com. That's www.jaycandy.com, man. This interview is off the chain, man. I appreciate you, man. Y'all can follow me on YouTube. Y'all can go stream Eye to Eye plus more music that's on Spotify and all these stream sites. I have music on there, videos on YouTube, man. I have content out there that y'all will enjoy, and a Texas Boy EP that's about to drop really soon. So hopefully I can come back on your show and break that joint too.
Say, let's do it, bro. We're gonna do it in person.
Yes, sir. Let's do it in
All
person.
right, that'll work, man. Hey, I sure appreciate you for taking some time out today, man.
Hey, man, likewise. It's an honor.
All right, y'all. This is KT for the KT. Ooh, I almost went back to the radio show real quick, man. This is KT for the Underground Kyngz podcast. Signing out. 100.
This is Darnell with Broadcast Houston.
This is Dr. Tamara Beckford.
Hey, this is Candace.
This is London Underwood.
This is Kirsten Bass with Inner City Greens, and you're watching.
Y'all are now tuned in to
KTTV.
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 KTTV. Is that right?